the DOJ should immediately move to unseal all the Epstein documents in the Southern District of New York.
Yeah.
I think every file should be released to the public the same way as the JFK files. Let the American people decide.
The timing in my life is perfect for this opportunity. I'm at a great point, just career-wise, to be able to take on this type of endeavor.
The public was told that Erika Kirk works as a real estate agent for the Corcoran Group in New York City. Now, the president and CEO of the Corcoran Group is Pamela Liebman. I did some more digging, and I found out that Miss Pamela Liebman made the new owner of Jeffrey's townhouse sign an NDA.
Charlie Kirk wanted to take his kids away from Erika? That's the latest bombshell claim going viral after an insider close to Charlie alleged that Charlie was disturbed by Erika's lack of interest in the Epstein case, and apparently he started fearing for the safety of his daughter and son. We know for a fact that Charlie wanted the Epstein files to be released in full. In fact, on September 8th, 2025, he called on the Department of Justice to immediately move to unseal all the Epstein files. And 2 days later, he was assassinated. Now, Erika keeps saying she wants to continue Charlie's mission. So why is she staying silent on the Epstein files? This is one thing that her husband cared deeply about, and he kept drawing attention to the Epstein case until his last day. So why is Erika ignoring the Epstein case? Well, she already told you herself, nothing is by coincidence. Turns out Erika may have been directly involved in the Epstein operation in ways no one could have imagined.
But nothing is by coincidence when God is within you.
And if what this insider is saying is true, in the months leading up to his assassination, Charlie became convinced Erika was hiding something. Not only that, but he allegedly even started questioning if it was safe for his kids to be around Erika.
Well, this one's easy. How long have you been married, and when did you know it was time to get married?
We've been married since 2021. There's so many dates to remember.
So
Anniversaries, kids' birth
May
dates.
14th,
Yeah,
August
all the
23rd.
things. We've been married for.
How did you know it was time to get married?
Okay, this just came out. An insider who is apparently close to Charlie and his parents is alleging that Charlie and Erika were living separate lives at the time of his death, and Charlie even allegedly started making moves to get full custody of their 2 children. We already know Charlie feared for his life, and he reportedly texted multiple people shortly before September 10th, telling them he had a feeling he wouldn't be around for too long. And according to this new source, this is why Charlie started planning for his parents to get custody of his children and not Erika. Now, why would he do that? We were all sold this fairy tale about Charlie and Erika, how they were soulmates, madly in love, and knew instantly they were destined to build a family together. That's the version meant for people who don't look past the headlines. But if you scratch beneath the surface, the story starts to fall apart. Behind the scenes, Charlie and Erika allegedly had some very real problems in that marriage. And according to people familiar with the situation, the final straw for Charlie was realizing Erika wasn't willing to back him up on the Epstein files. Now, why would a mother of 2 young children not care about the Epstein case? Who in their right mind wouldn't want full transparency? Every normal person wants every perpetrator and accomplice exposed and brought to justice, but not Erika Kirk. So if nothing is by coincidence, as Erika said, what's the real reason she won't even mention the Epstein files in public? Well, here's another bombshell that just dropped. Allegedly, Erika's name may appear in those files. And here are the receipts. Earlier this month, social media users discovered Erika's old profile on realtor profile pages like Zillow and Realtor.com. And you can also find this information on Erika's Wikipedia page, but here's where it gets really weird. Erika's Wikipedia says, as of 2025, she works as a real estate agent at the Corcoran Group in New York City. Notice it says works, not worked. So do they expect us to believe Erika still works as a real estate agent while also being the new CEO of Turning Point? And then the fact that they claim she works for Corcoran as of 2025 is straight up ridiculous. This People article clearly says Erika started working for Corcoran's real estate group in 2018. So why all the contradictory information? Why is Erika's Wikipedia suddenly rewriting the timeline? What exactly are they trying to hide about her connection to Corcoran Group? Well, you can probably guess where this is going. If you search Corcoran in the Department of Justice's official Epstein files, the company's name shows up 108 times. And there are multiple emails where different people recommend Epstein properties listed by the Corcoran Group. Now, who was the CEO of Corcoran Group when Erika worked for them? Her name is Pamela Liebman, and turns out she also appears in the Epstein files as someone close to Epstein's circle. There's this email sent to Epstein in 2011 that shows Pamela Liebman made the new owner of Epstein's New York City townhouse sign an NDA. And guess what? Erika still follows Pamela Liebman on Instagram. So that's already one concrete link between Erika and Epstein. She worked under Pamela Liebman, the same woman who was apparently so close to Epstein that she was trusted to broker an NDA deal for the new owner of Epstein's townhouse. And yes, it's that townhouse where some of the most horrific alleged crimes took place. And this makes you stop and ask, how deep do these connections really go? And the fact that Erika's Wikipedia page blatantly lies, claiming she only started working for Corcoran in 2025, it can only mean one thing. They don't want anyone drawing the links between Erika and Epstein. But you already know the internet is undefeated, and the more they try to obfuscate, delete information, throw people off, or gaslight the public, the more motivated everyone gets to dig even deeper and pull up receipts. And that brings us back to Charlie. We know he spent so much time and effort pushing for the full release of the Epstein files, and he said it himself that he was working on this both publicly and privately.
We as the American people deserve to have every Epstein file released with no redactions whatsoever, period. And we the American people ran on transparency. We deserve to see the entire client list. Every document the government has regarding the Epstein files, we the American people should have on an easy to access website immediately in a very, very quick fashion. I'm pushing for that both privately and publicly, just so you know.
But that's not all. It seems Charlie was also getting a little too close to the part that mainstream media avoids like the plague. The fact that Epstein had ties to a certain foreign intelligence agency.
Epstein, with his little friend Ghislaine and Ghislaine's father, Robert Maxwell, who is obviously a spy of the Israeli intelligence agencies. Epstein was not some sort of whiz-kid hedge fund manager. Epstein was playing a part. Epstein was a LARPer. Epstein was cast for a specific role, and he played it really well. It's nothing new that if you're in the intel agencies, you want to try and get as much blackmail on powerful people as possible. And this is no longer just speculation. First of all, the evidence that shows that Epstein was a creation of either Mossad, Israeli intelligence, American intelligence, Saudi intelligence.
Meanwhile, Erika hasn't said a single word about the Epstein files. Not publicly, not in interviews, not even a hint. So when you line that up with the fact that she worked for a real estate company directly tied to Epstein, that opens a whole new can of worms. But there's an even darker implication here. If that source is telling the truth, that Charlie was working to block Erika from getting custody of their kids, it really makes you stop and wonder, what exactly did Charlie discover about his wife? Was it just her past employment, Corcoran, and the firm's connection to Epstein, or something even darker? Was Erika really just a real estate agent, or was that just a cover for something else? And obviously, we have to look at all of this in the context of other disturbing allegations swirling around Erika, especially the whole Romanian Angels project.
Obviously, we know that Erika Kirk began the Romanian Angels project. Lori Francevy established the Everyday Heroes Foundation, which was supposed to help children in need. That was established in Arizona under Erika's mother's name, Lori Francevy. What they decided to do, as charities do, is that they developed certain projects and certain missions, and what spun out from Lori's charity was the Romanian Angels Project. And they got this deal with the military. They worked with the military in Romania to help orphans, okay? Now, it is a fact that they worked with, at that time, Colonel Otto Buscher. Colonel Otto Buscher was then accused of running a brothel with young children.
But it doesn't stop there. An old interview just surfaced where Erika claims she also traveled to places like China and Costa Rica to work directly with victims.
I was living in China and doing a lot of work with victims from sex trafficking, and then began to phase that into working with the Marine Corps and the Army, and then was able to work with a orphanage in Romania.
Now hold on a second. What credentials did Erika actually have to work directly with victims? She was a pageant queen, a reality star, then a casting director, then a real estate agent. At least that's what we've been told. Were all those titles just a cover for something else entirely? And while right now this is just speculation, we can't ignore that so many things about Erika simply don't add up. And here's the latest twist that will definitely make you think. Erika recently removed the wedding photo that Charlie used to keep in his office while streaming, which just adds to the idea that the perfect fairy tale marriage they sold us was never that perfect. Erika's silence on the Epstein files, the sketchy contradictions in her work history, the ties to Corcoran and Pamela Liebman, the international international trips she claims were victim work, and now this, erasing a literal symbol of her marriage to Charlie, the same Charlie who pushed so hard for the release of the Epstein files. Erika is not who she says she is.